Alright everybody, welcome to another episode of Wayne Small Engine Repair. Today we're going to be working on the Pw80 again. We're eventually going to get to the video I made before this one, the elephant in the room, where I was trying to use my other mic, and I'm going to have to do a sound over on that video, and I've never done one of those before, so we're going to see how that goes. For now, let's walk into the shop here and I'll show you what we got going on today. So I'll turn you around. So Yamaha Pw80. In the video I'm going to voice over, I reassembled the top end. We put a new piston, rings, wrist pin bearing in, and I honed the cylinder. It didn't have a lot of scarring in it. And we did a compression test, and it made over 115 pounds of compression, which is double what it had when it came here. So we're going to take it as a win. Now I did go ahead and I fired this up last night with no pipe on it, just for a split second, and it sounded good. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to get the new exhaust donut in and get the pipe back on it. I still need to pick up a PP6 HS plug. That is actually an 8. I am going to run it on that just for a second. It is going to be extra oiled, so I have some two-stroke premix in the fuel tank already, and I checked the oiling system last night when I fired it up. That's right here, and it is pumping oil. So for right now, it is going to be no air cleaner. I need to get a new element in it. It was pretty trashed. No air cleaner and no silencer on the pipe, just the expansion. We're missing the silencer on this bike. So I think the little bit of a hotter plug will be okay, at least for just one heat cycle. You know, let it idle and then let it cool down, and that's going to seat those piston rings in. So I'm going to quit waffling, and I'm going to set you down, and I've got all the appropriate things, and we're going to get this pipe on here. I can show you where the holes are, because I'm not going to be able to show you while I'm doing it. So let's get under there. Our exhaust is going to bolt up to that hole on the head with a new donut, and we'll be able to run this thing for just a little heat cycle. So I've got you set up right there, and you can watch me slap this on. So our new exhaust donut and our hardware. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to set it on the pipe, and then you can see that these are slotted. So I'm actually going to get the hardware started in the engine as well. Right here. So just get those in a couple threads, and then the trick is going to be, so just a couple threads. What we're going to do is we're going to sneak this in its position. We're going to slot this onto those bolts. Move the Kickstarter out the way, just like that. Now it's sitting on there hanging. And now I'm going to sneak our new donut in between it, just like that. Now what I'll do is I will bring it up slowly until I feel it all kind of find its little spot, which I think is right there, and then I'm going to start threading these up. There's that one. Now this one. And now I've got a bolt right here that holds the expansion chamber up. So we're gonna sneak that in real quick. I'm actually gonna try to hold you and lift it. Oh, look at that articulation. Ooh, baby. Motor skills. Okay, so that I'll just leave that loose for now. And then I'm gonna come back down here. And make sure that's all centered. It's looking good. So now we can tighten those up, and I'm just going to tighten them by hand with just a ratchet, no Milwaukee tool or anything, because I want to squish that exhaust donut by hand and feel the seal. Feel the seal. Okay. Now this one. Okay. I'll go back to this one, just kind of back and forth, and it'll kind of squish it down. And you can see there's still a gap, and that's okay. Pretty sure that means the donut is doing its job. And that should not leak anything. So we'll know once we try to fire it. I'll be able to feel it if it's leaking. So for now, I can come back up here. I'm going to tighten this guy up. Now we will figure out a silencer situation. We'll find him an original, or we can just find him a little DG or something. We'll find him a silencer to put on there. Running it for now, getting a heat cycle to break the new piston and rings in is okay though. With that being said, I did an oil change on it already, so that's ready to go. I suppose what we'll do is we will tighten up this plug a little bit. Okay. Let's find, I'm going to set you down right here. And I'm going to walk off scene real quick. Not that I was in your scene, but I'll never be in your scene. Never. Okay. Get that out of the way. Yes. Plug socket. Give that a snug. Okay. Alright, I'll bring it back up. We're going to grab the fuel tank here, and I'm not going to mount it, we're just going to set it on there. Got the fuel line in the way. Okay, we need it over this way. Then we take our fuel line. Oh, the zip tie fell off it, so now it's going to leak. Oopsies. That's alright, it needs a proper clamp anyways. I think it'll be fine just for one little cycle. Put the fuel on reserve. I didn't put a lot in the tank. Okay. Let's walk this outside without hitting the chopper. Let's do it this way. It's easier holding the camera. Do it this way. So we'll back this out by the CBR. Oop. Back this out by the CBR. Okay. On the side stand. Okay. Fuel is on reserve. Oil line is hooked up for the premix. Pipe is on. Spark plug is tight. Okay. I think we can test fire this now. So let me find a good spot for you. Let's see, maybe just down low so you can see the bike. Like that? Yeah, why not? Okay. Now we haven't replaced the choke cable yet. That's one of the things that has to be replaced on this. So I'm going to hold it open by hand. you can pull the cable, it's still there, it's just broken. And that'll give me choke. We're on run. Okay, let's see what it does. There's the fire. Very good. Probably definitely not happy without the airbox. It might not even run for long. Let's try this without choke. Try giving it a little gas. Nope, didn't like that. Okay, we're gonna go back to choke. Out. Yep. All right. So with the oiling system working, we only need to put, 93 in here, and then it'll do the mixing for us. Right now, it's running on premix and oiling system. So it's definitely a little rich. You saw it smoking a lot, but it runs. See if it got any heat in it. I mean, barely. Let's see if it'll idle. I doubt it. Probably want to see it a little better here. Open that up. I'm going to let it cool down. And that'll give those rings time to shrink back up. I'll get the air cleaner fixed back up. I'll get some just straight gas in the tank. And we will do some heat cycles with all the proper factory equipment on there the way it should be. And she's going to go like hell. Yeah. Sweet. So stay tuned. I got fork seals on order and a new chip cable and even some new, I think we're going to just do the whole new throttle cable because it came with the kit. And we're going to figure out a silencer and get the plastics all put back on it. And yeah, another kid happy. So cool. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more.